Hi everyone. Today we're diving into idioms about fear and anxiety, expressions that perfectly capture feelings of nervousness, panic, and worry. Let's see how these idioms compare to basic English. Let's get started. Idiom 1, scared stiff. This means being so scared that you can't move. Basic English. She was too frightened to move. With the idiom, she was scared stiff when she saw the snake. The idiom exaggerates fear for dramatic effect. Idiom 2, butterflies in my stomach. This means feeling nervous, especially before an important event. Basic English. I feel nervous before my presentation. With the idiom, I have butterflies in my stomach before my big presentation. It's a great way to describe nervous excitement. Idiom 3, jump out of your skin. This means being extremely startled or frightened. Basic English. I was very shocked when he shouted. With the idiom, I nearly jumped out of my skin when he shouted behind me. It vividly describes a sudden scare. Idiom 4, break out in a cold sweat. This means sweating due to fear or anxiety. Basic English. He was so scared that he started sweating. With the idiom, I broke out in a cold sweat before my exam results were announced. It adds a strong physical reaction to fear. Idiom 5, heart in my mouth. This means feeling extreme fear or nervousness. Basic English. I was extremely nervous before going on stage. With the idiom, my heart was in my mouth before stepping onto the stage. It emphasizes a moment of intense anxiety. Idiom 6, quaking in one's boots. This means shaking with fear or extreme nervousness. Basic English. He was very scared to confront his boss. With the idiom, he was quaking in his boots before talking to his boss. It emphasizes visible fear in a fun way. Idiom 7, on pins and needles. This means feeling very anxious or excited while waiting for something. Basic English. I was really nervous before the announcement. With the idiom, I was on pins and needles waiting for the results. It creates tension and suspense. Idiom 8, make your skin crawl. This describes something so creepy or unsettling that it gives you a shivering feeling. Basic English. That old house gives me an uneasy feeling. With the idiom, that abandoned house makes my skin crawl. It's great for describing discomfort from fear. Idiom 9, tied up in knots. This means feeling extremely nervous or anxious. Basic English. I was really stressed before the interview. With the idiom, I was tied up in knots before my job interview. It vividly describes emotional stress. Idiom 10, at the end of your rope. This means feeling extremely anxious, stressed, or desperate. Basic English. I can't take this pressure anymore. With the idiom, I'm at the end of my rope with all this stress. It emphasizes emotional exhaustion. That's all for today. You've just learned 10 expressive idioms to describe fear and anxiety like a pro. Now it's your turn. Pick one idiom and use it in a conversation this week. Drop your example in the comments. I'm excited to see how you make these expressions your own. See you in the next one.